why this election is very important at global level. It is just not one more election. And the kind of future Mr. Modi is crafting, there is debate about how democratic he is. So let's begin from this part, because we saw Congress party, you worked during emergency as underground activist. And now we hear this less democracy, more democracy versus unstable government. You have written about it. So I want you to capture your thoughts on that.
You see, the idea of people do not know what was emergency. I have experienced emergency. I was underground. In fact, I could not attend my father's shraddh because I was underground. I could not eat in my house. So that is the kind of situation that prevailed. It was pitch dark everywhere. So to say that there is some undeclared emergency, no, it means so how illiterate these people are about emergency. Emergency is a constitutional clampdown on all rights. It is not that a strong leader takes a strong position, you call him an autocrat. An autocrat can emerge only when the constitution itself certifies that autocracy. That's what happened during the emergency. Such a situation can never arise in this country because the Janata Party amended the constitution to say, unless there is armed rebellion anywhere, you cannot declare emergency, and even then you can declare emergency only in the region in which the armed rebellion takes place. Now if you want to know what is happening at the global level, the transition of India, I can tell you, the shift is because of India's rise as well as Modi's capability to transform India and himself, and to convince the world, who was seen as a mini Hitler, as a person who can emerge as a leader of that kind. You know what kind of capacity, tenacity, and what kind of effort he must have put in. So he transformed himself and transformed India. Two decisions which he took: that India will produce a vaccine. Everybody laughed. We all laughed. We always see who produces the vaccine and who will export it to us, and we suffer all the diseases and then get the vaccine. But he said, I will produce the vaccine. And he produced not one but two. He saved us. Otherwise, we would never have got vaccine at all. No country could have produced the kind of vaccine we needed. Second is his decision on Ukraine. He didn't have 10 days to decide. He didn't have 10 hours to decide. He had maybe a couple of hours to decide.
Correct.
And he took a decision to remain neutral, which means supporting Russia, which is the biggest affront you could have caused to the United States. And what he did, he didn't mean it only as a political action. He knew that Ukraine war means oil will hit $200. He decided to buy oil from Russia in rupee terms. It not only brought down the very oil threat which could have damaged the global economy and the Indian economy and smashed Indian economy out of existence after the COVID. We got Laddu in both hands. So what I'm saying is India has emerged as a player, as the only player who can probably avoid a Cold War in future. So when you are electing a government this time, a leader this time, you are not electing a leader for India. You are electing a global leader on the Indian soil.